joke becoming an animated film. I woke up this morning with a text from a friend. He said, "It looks like your next Wii won't be coming out." And he had a link to a Facebook post, I guess you would call it. So I clicked on the link, and I saw a thing saying, "In remembrance." Yeah, okay, I said that right. And with a picture of a familiar face above it. The face belonged to a Mr. Satoru Iwata. You guys may know him as the guy who stands in front of the Nintendo Direct and tells you about the games coming up. Well, he passed away today. Or maybe late last night. All I know is that he is no longer with us. Now, while I don't know exactly what he did in the company, I do know that he was a higher up. Someone who did a lot of the public speaking for Nintendo. And I don't know if his death will surely have an impact on the company and the future of video games in general. But I don't know exactly how it will affect Nintendo in the upcoming months or possibly even years between making games and making game consoles. How it's going to affect, I don't know. I haven't read too much about it other than he's no longer with us. And for all the people who knew him personally, I know you're never gonna see this video, but on the off chance that you do, I'm sorry that you lost him. Because I'm sorry that I lost him, and I didn't even know him personally. But he was the head behind one of my favorite gaming companies. And I have all my facts straight, so that could be wrong, but he worked at Nintendo, and I love Nintendo. So I guess all I can say is thank you. Now, moving away from that somber topic, what we did was we went back to go see Professor Elm because our Togepi hatched, as you can see right here. Now, what he gave us was an item new to Generation 2. It's an item called the Everstone. It stops evolution. If you were to give this to a Pokemon, let's say Typhlosion was still a cool lava at level 35 and just about to turn level 36, if I were to give it to him, he wouldn't evolve. Just that's what the stone does. It's basically, you don't have to worry about hitting B after battle if you don't want a Pokemon to evolve. Basically what it does. Now, like I said in last video, there was going to be that backtracking session, and now it's done. So we're actually making our way back to where the Sudowoodo was. Hoppips are still giving decent experience, even when I'm level 37. Now, remember there was one of these that I maybe didn't fight, and I just don't want to run into them now because it's really just a waste of experience. Maybe it was them, but they probably would have already challenged me to a battle by now. So, Typhlosion leveled up, so I'm switching Crobat to the front, and now we don't have to go through that patch of grass because we can just go right on through to Violet City because we have the cut TM, or HM rather. Now, this guy is involved in that side quest, but I didn't pick up the Spearow. I believe it's, you talk to the guard right outside of the Ilex Forest on the Goldenrod side, and he'll give you a Spearow holding a mail that you have to give to that guy. And I don't remember the reward, but I do know it's a Spearow, and I know they have to give it to that guy on that route. Now, like I said, we're just going to make our way back to the Sudowoodo tree location because it's gone now, but, you know. And we're going to be heading north to my favorite song in the entire game. Now, there is a twin battle here, but you take them on. They're twins, but you take on one Pokemon at a time. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, that's double battle. I don't remember if that guy's a trainer or not. But just for future reference, this is where I do my hunting for Entei, Entei, and Raikou. So now I'm going to turn up the music here. That is the Ecruteak music, and I love it so. It's my favorite in the entire game. It's also the same as in Cyanwood City, but this is where I know it from. I know this is the Ecruteak theme. And how are we on time? I'd say we can do our rival battle. I really do like this music. This music isn't that bad either. It's not as ear-piercing as the others. It's really not, and I'm noticing that a lot now. And I'm hoping that it's not going to, like, override my voice, or my voice isn't going to override it. I'm hoping that it's going to have a nice little mix. So, there's our rival right there. Now, this place got a major design haul from Gold and Silver. A major one. As you can see, there's not really a ladder or anything to get back up here or to go down to the bottom floor. That's because that path hasn't unveiled itself yet. And apparently him coming all the way here is our fault. Go figure, right? Anyway, welcome to our third rival battle. His Pokemon have done decently well since our battle in Azalea Town. But so have mine. On a much grander scale, let me remind you. His Haunter didn't give us much trouble. In fact, the only thing that might give us trouble is that Magnemite. And yes, I am going to keep Crobat in just because it has such a level advantage. I don't have to worry about being taken out because it's electric and I'm weak to electric, me being Crobat. And I know this is just like basic stuff, but I really don't have to be worried about it. So even with this confusion, I'm hoping that we won't hit ourselves. Sonic Boom always does 20 damage, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm surprised it's not using an electric type move. Does it even, I think it at least has Thunder Shock. I don't know, I've never really used a Magnemite. Well, I used one in Black too, but that's 3 generations from now, so I'm not entirely sure how that actually works out. Now, this Zubat is still 2 levels from evolving, and then I don't even know if it's going to evolve, and does it? I know one of his Pokemon never fully evolves or something in this game. Or maybe that was Gold and Silver. Because I remember my first time playing this game and going to Kanto, I went into Mount Moon and was totally shocked when there was a rival battle there. I was like, what? Now I had no idea that he was going to be there. Now real quick, I am going to switch over to Typhlosion because every time that we fight him, I want my starter to go against his starter. I'm not sure if I did that in Azalea Town, but that's what I'm doing from now on. It's going to be starter on starter. Now that we have Thunder Punch, this battle shouldn't be too much of an issue. And there we are. 673. It's not bad for having a 16 level advantage. This is why I hate battling Wimps. There's no challenge in it. Oh, whatever. You would never be able to catch a legendary Pokemon anyway. Uh-oh. What are you doing falling into a hole? Some genius you are. Serves you right. And up ahead, 3 legendary beasts. But that's something we'll have to save for next time. See you guys in part 10 when we awake the beasts of the past.